Welcome to Cooking for Baby and Me. Today's featured ingredient is broccoli, and we'll be making broccoli heart noodles with cherry tomato sauce and grilled salmon with baby potatoes and broccoli pesto. Joining me in our Morris Black Kitchen is Dr. Jennifer Janco of St. Luke's University Health Network and Chef Ryan Zellner. Where should we start?
So we're going to start off with the salmon for this dish. Just going to season up with salt, a little bit of togarashi.
Togarashi, yeah.
Yes, it's a Japanese seasoning with chili peppers, sesame seeds, seaweed, a little kelp. We're just going to start by searing it over a medium heat. We're going to pop it in a 350-degree oven, let that cook for about 7 to 8 minutes, and that'll be perfectly about medium when we're done with it.
So broccoli is a really great food for kids to have, and I think you want to really have those vegetables in your child's diet. Maybe not the first one they get at 6 months, because sometimes that fiber can contribute to a little tummy upset, but by the time they're close to a year, for sure. And I'm really curious to see the fun ways Chef's going to help us introduce that into the diet. Most people don't realize you get about as much vitamin C as an orange, in your broccoli.
The next thing we're doing is I have some chopped up macadamia nuts here.
Ooh, I love macadamia.
And we're actually going to make a pesto
Okay.
out of broccoli.
All right.
Oh, this should be very interesting.
Yes.
So
I've
I
never
have
heard of that before.
some of the broccoli florets. You can get fresh, frozen, however you want. I have fresh. These are just partially blanched, so they're nice, bright, vibrant green.
Okay.
You just put them in your blender.
And blanching is you just boil it in water just for like...
Yep, salted water. This is done for maybe about 2 to 3 minutes. Again, you're not trying to fully cook it. You don't want it to be super soft and wilty. You want it still a nice texture and crunch.
Okay.
Add some of those macadamia nuts.
And macadamia nuts, you usually think cookies.
You do.
Dessert.
So we got a little lime juice. Add some acidity into that. Some garlic. Again, you don't really need to chop it up too much, just a little
Okay.
bit.
Alrighty, and you're adding
This is some extra virgin olive oil. Add a little bit of water just to thin it out. All right.
Never seen pesto with broccoli.
No,
What a
I haven't
great
either.
idea.
That's one of the reasons why I love this show. We come up with all these fun, Chef comes up with all these creative things.
I have some kosher sea salt and some coarse grind black pepper. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start the cherry tomato sauce.
Okay.
I have a small shallot here. I'm just gonna small dice this.
You're going to get some folate out of your broccoli, and folate is one of those ones you don't think about until you need it. So especially pregnant moms, because folate deficiency has been shown to be associated with some congenital birth defects.
I have the shallots in the olive oil going.
Okay.
I have some beautiful ripe heirloom
Those
cherry
do
tomatoes.
look beautiful.
We're actually using
so we
shredded broccoli.
Yep, we took the broccoli itself. We have the heart.
Right.
So we cut the bottoms off and took the tops off for the florets, and that's what we used for our pesto. And the actual very center, I peel the outside, and then you can use a mandolin. You can use a peeler itself and just peel it down. All right, and then the last thing we got to do is we're going to start some potatoes. Really simple. These are blanched in some salted water.
And we've got our broccoli noodles
broccoli
cooking
noodles.
away.
It doesn't take long to...
Nope, this can be done in about 2 minutes. So I just reinfused that togarashi. Throw some whole rosemary in there to cook with your potatoes.
So you're just mashing those cherry tomatoes because
Yep.
they've gotten really tender from cooking.
Super simple. Adds a little texture. This
Fresh
is some
vegetables.
super fresh. It's actually still living basil. Just tear it up, toss it in there.
All right, so we've got our salmon on there. We're putting a little bit of our pesto.
Broccoli pesto just to cover the
Again,
broccoli
I love
spaghetti.
how this is so cost effective.
And then the last thing that you need for this,
Cheese makes everything better.
a little bit of shaved Parmesan cheese with that, and I have some chopped macadamia nuts.
So I'm not sure if I can twirl it the Italian way, but Chef, that's fantastic. That is an amazingly creative thing to give kids, and it's super healthy and it tastes delicious.
Yep. Gluten-free, vegetarian.
So I need to get a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the pasta.
I gotta try this pesto.
Oh my God. That pesto was so good.
The pesto's great.
Parents absolutely have to use broccoli to make this. Kids will eat it.